Everyone, Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark here, and happy Monday. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I tell you what, the 3-day weekend, I miss it already. I may have to make it a thing to have a 3-day weekend starting Fridays. Yeah, Fridays are good. I do like my Mondays in the office and to catch up on content and all that. So it would definitely be Friday would be break day. How many of you guys have 3-day weekends? Do you guys normally do that? Let me know because that's a hot topic lately. I've been noticing between business owners and then even corporate America, they're starting to adopt a 4-day weekend or a 4-day work week, a 3-day weekend. So I thought that's really interesting. All right. So today we're going to talk about tire kickers, right? So if you guys have been in the online space and in coaching, doing discovery calls, then you may have heard the saying tire kickers. And, people who jump on a strategy call and, pick your brain and all that stuff. And what I tell everybody is like, listen, we all go through it. And here's the thing, it's not even about people who jump on a call. It's not even about that for the sales process. Sometimes it's our bad, meaning the business owner, it's our bad. So we're the ones that we haven't actually done the steps and put them in place. And that will draw in the right ideal clients. And also, we may have mixed messages on what the call is for. So I'm going to give you guys 3 hacks. So I call them hacks, but it's really just 3 tips and tactics that you guys can start using and implementing immediately that will help you get high quality leads that are actually buyers on your sales calls, on the actual sales calls. So I added in a couple extra, which is make sure they know it's a sales call. You can turn discovery calls into sales calls. That's an art. That's for another day. But we're just going to talk about how to get people high quality leads that are getting on sales calls. So first things first, hone in your messaging. Every time I hear this, when people are like, I don't know how I got this person on the phone, I'll look through their messaging and I see it immediately. And I'm like, did you say exactly who your programs and products are for when you put that email out or when you put that message out or when you put that when you post that offer of jumping on a sales call to me with me. So most of the time I find like, okay, we're not being really specific enough with who this is for. So you want to hone in that messages and say exactly who your programs are for and what results your current clients are getting. Yep. That piece right there will bring you in high quality leads that need exactly what it is that you offer. If you've honed that message and you have buyers with that message, you have products with that message, then that shift alone will bring you in higher quality leads that will not kick your tires. So that's one. And what's the other one? Well, a killer call to action. Yeah, you need a good call to action. So for those of you guys who may not be familiar with CTAs, calls to action, they are just messaging that ask a reader to take a specific action. And with what we're talking about today, the specific action is to jump on a sales call with you, is to go to your calendar and jump on a call. So you want to start using phrases like, if this is you. So the other thing that goes alongside your messaging is, and this is a nice little piggyback off of the messaging, by the way, guys. So you want to say who it's for and what results your current clients are getting. So when you're doing that, you also will be saying, do you guys have a feeling that, maybe the sales process isn't as hard as you're making it out to be? And you feel like you're always doing promos, but nobody's coming in. You can't quite understand why. You have a great product. If this is you, see, then I end it that way. If this is you, if you feel this way, if this is happening for you, and you can also do that, but the next one that you guys can do, or you can do it instead of if this is you, you can say, if you're ready for. So we can use 2 calls to action here. We can start the phrase with, if this is you. So it's another way of calling forward your ideal clients, but we're going to do it in this call to action. And or you can use if you're ready for, and what they're ready for is your program and the results that you get. Do you guys see that? So they kind of go hand in hand. So if we hone our messaging, if we call forward our ideal clients and we say who they are, like I help, what was the word? Yeah, I help, let me see, not help. What was a good one? I had a good one. Let me think about it. Just give me a second, guys. Oh, right. I helped overworked high performing mompreneurs get massive lead generations in half the time. Pretty great, right? That's a pretty specific message to mompreneurs who are high performing, stressed out, and they, if I say I can get them results in half the time, they don't have a lot of time. So half the time sounds great. So if I do that, then my call to action would be, if this is you, why don't you go ahead and jump on a sales call and I will tell you all about my program. So that's a call to action. So you could also say, for those busy mompreneurs that don't have time to do lead generation, but know they need it because they're not filling their programs fast enough, if you're ready to fill your programs on autopilot, jump on a sales call with me. So you can use them either or. It can also be an and. You can also use both of them in the same CTA. Say, if this is you, if you're a mompreneur who's really stressed out and needs lead generation, and you're ready for a program that shows you how to do lead generation in an automated way, then let's jump on a sales call. So like I said, you can use either of those or you can use them both together. I just gave you a couple of ideas of how to do that. So what's another one? Sometimes I'll say, if you're looking for a solution like this, and that will end, and then I'll end it with, and this is where it gets really good, guys. So this is before the actual call to action. It's really just a piggyback off of the first one, which is honing your message, but this is part of your CTA. So the next part of it is actually what I like to say. This is where we play a little bit of FOMO. You're going to miss out, like fear of missing out. We want to make it sound exclusive. Those are the things that I put in. And this is what I tell everybody, guys. I'm like, don't put anything in that you're not going to follow through with. So don't say that you only have 5 spots left when you actually have 20, right? So that's the thing that makes it different, and people will call you out on it. Well, they may not call you out on it, but be sincere with it. If you do have something where, all right, well, I'm willing to use this piece in my call to action so I can get people in early and stick to what I say I'm going to do. Awesome. Then that's what you can do. So one of the things that you can create fear of missing out, the FOMO effect, is I have only 5 spots available in my calendar for sales calls. If you want to talk more about this, you're going to have to grab them before everybody else does. So that's one way. You can also, if you don't want to use the 5 spots and you have 20 spots and you don't feel sincere about it, absolutely don't use it. And then instead you can say, this program is opening doors soon. If you want to be part of the first round, then let's hop on a phone call. So if you're ready now, the doors are opening soon. So I'm actually taking calls now. So that's another way. You can also say early bird pricing for those who grab calls by XYZ date. So those are what you can do. Like, and like I said, don't do anything that you're not going to follow through with. That's the biggest thing. The intention counts. People can hear our intentions in our words, whether or not they know what they're hearing or not. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this is a really simple one. This is one that all of my clients use, all my colleagues use, and if you're not using it, you really want to start using it. But we filter the sales calls. So maybe we have 10 people that come in, but we only have 5 spots. We filter them with a questionnaire. And the questionnaire doesn't have to be like this whole long quiz or survey. it can actually just be part of your calendar link and you can ask a few questions. But you really want to understand where people are at in their business, and you want to only get the ones on the call that are ready for what you offer. Like, and that's an integrity thing too, guys. You really don't want to serve people who are not ready for what it is that you're offering. And you also don't want to get people on the phone who have already gone past what it is you're offering, because then it's a waste of their time. I mean, well, it's a waste of everybody's time. We don't want to waste time. We don't want to waste the space that we're holding for people either. We want to make sure that we're bringing in the people that really need it, what it is that we're offering. So filter your sales calls with a questionnaire. The questionnaire can be in the front of your calendar invite, your calendar. So like Visita has one, Acuity has one. You can go and put in forms, you can put in questionnaires, and it will help a lot. So then you may ask the question like, well, what do I do if somebody's signed up for a call and they're not the right fit? Well, here's the thing, guys. You can actually respond to them and say, "Hey, listen, I looked at your questionnaire and I don't want to waste your time. I think that you may need a different program first. I have one, and if you have one, great. Or I have a colleague that has something that you may like. Would you like me to do an introduction? I'd be happy to." Like, it's okay to say, listen, I don't want to bring you on if I can already tell that you're not ready for this. You can say that, and you can say it very gently. And you may have another product for you. You may have another lead magnet for them. And that's perfectly acceptable to do too. So, or you can just have the call if you want to. You can have the call and give them a little help on where they are and not make the offer. There's lots of different ways to do it. So, but I always recommend filtering those sales calls with some type of a questionnaire, understanding where they are before they come into a call with you, and doing the best that you can with that too. Because we do the best we can filtering them before they come in, but we also have to filter them on the sales call and sometimes a little bit before the sales call. So I hope that helps. The messaging is really key, guys. It really is. And calling forward those that you absolutely can help the most. It will bring in more aligned, more high quality leads, the leads that will buy. And it's a lot simpler than we often think it is. We are the ones that usually overcomplicate our sales process and our marketing process, and it usually is super simple. And yeah, you guys can move through it pretty fast once you hone that in. And it's okay. You don't have to serve everyone. In fact, trying to turn yourself inside out to help everyone is going to take you right down the road to burnout. So I know everyone says this, the rich is in the niche. It really is, guys. There's so much more when you go narrow and deep with people, especially now. I mean, if you guys have been watching my videos, for those of you that haven't, I've been saying this for quite some time, is that we are in the online space is inundated. There's a lot of people that are, and of course, there's a lot of people, they know the power of online. We had to bring everything online with the last years of quarantines, and some of us are still in quarantine. Online is where we're going. It's where businesses are being run. And with more traffic, it gets louder. I'm not saying that you cannot make it on the online space. In fact, I think there is more than enough. There's more than enough people that need your services, and they're online. They're all online. So it's not that. What I am saying is that it's loud. It is loud in the online space. You got to find a way to stand out. The easiest way to stand out is to know your ideal client and go narrow and deep with them, go deeper with them. It's really giving them the impression that it's like you're talking to them directly, because you know what it is that they're going through and what they need from you. That's why a lot of people will serve clients in a way that they needed when they were in a very similar situation. That's why it's much easier to be empathetic with your ideal clients when you've gone through something similar, if not exactly the same. So enjoy, guys. I hope that helps. I hope you guys took lots of notes. You also want to not miss tomorrow, where we're going to talk about the art of high copy conversion. So I want to talk about copy and messaging and the 3 things that you guys need so that your posts go viral. So 3 things that you guys have to have your posts go viral. It's going to make a big difference. So make sure you join me for that. It's more about viral posting, but yes, it's high converting copy. It's high converting messaging. You're going to want this. It's really good. And guys, we have opened up early bird for my 2-day event that's coming up in October. So what's it called? It's called Quiz to Cash. So any of you guys who need lead generation and you need to get more clients, you want to come to this event. And early bird is open until the 2nd. You only have a couple more weeks. And then the price goes up. And there's a VIP access too, guys. We'll be sending everybody out some messages on it and letting you guys know a little bit more about it, but it's going to be amazing. So one of the things that's happening for our clients and us as well is that we are implementing aligned quizzes, and these are more gamified quizzes. It's not so much a like bare your whole soul to me. In fact, it's much lighter than that. These types of quizzes are converting and they are bringing in the right leads. And then my clients are able to monetize on a big way, in a big way. We're talking 500 leads a week for some of these guys and thousands, if not tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars on their launches because they're using this. So you're going to want to check it out. You're going to want to see what we're up to. There's nothing else like this in the marketplace. In fact, I have not seen anybody use the kind of logic that we use with our quizzes. It just works. And it works because we take into account personality. We take into account human beings' essence, like who they are on a soul level. And we also make it fun and engaging. So those 3 things make it a killer combination for a quiz. And that's where you see lots of people coming in and they feel good afterwards. They feel good. So they want to keep seeing what it is that you're doing. So that's what we're covering in 2 days. And I'm not just going to talk about it. We're going to do it. We're going to create it. You guys are going to get frameworks. You're going to get swipe copy. You're going to get hands-on help with this. You're not going to want to miss it. So I will put the link to the event page in the comments. I can't see your comments right now, guys. I forget to tell you guys that, but I can't with my platform is not showing me the comments, or I just got to figure it out. But I will answer them later today. And I will also drop that amazing link to the 2-day event so you guys can go and grab the early bird. All right, bye for now. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a